Hey guys, it's not day tomorrow, but I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, officially, for real, for real. So, but I'm not bonding on my hair because it's nighttime, of course. But I had a message that I wanted to share, just in general. This is not directed towards nobody, so don't think it is. It's just late at night, I get in my thoughts, and I started to think about my life and how the way that I wanted to go and how I'm gonna from grow from where I am today, because life is about adaptability, life is about change, life is about growth and overcoming what's in front of you and what will eventually be ahead of you. You know what I mean? Going from the street to the highway. Life is about change. Um and think about it like this, from an early age, you go from one school to the next school to the next school, and you have to adapt and adapt and adapt and adapt. And some people, they move from a different home to another home to another home, go to a variety of different schools. They live in a variety of different countries, states. Life is about change. Life is about adaptability. So one thing that I want to change is, okay, you see, y'all think I'm being very like, this is day 50. We're going to name this day 50, but I'm recording it on day 49 because I had a message. And I was just like, F it. I'm just going to record it tonight and just upload it, and it'll be day 50. And because these are the thoughts that I'm having now, and my thoughts tomorrow will be different. And I'll have my hair done tomorrow, so I'm probably going to go ahead and do a video tomorrow depicting what I'm talking about. So, one thing I think I did wrong in the past is I overshared, on social media. And in this diary, it's going to be some days it's going to be a little bit oversharing, and some days there's not. But what I mean by oversharing is, if I went to Rosa, instead of me just saying, "Hey, I went to Rosa Fun today," you know what I mean? That's different than actually showing you went to Rosa Fun and recording everything that you do, like a whole vlogging everything that you do. And vlogging everything that you do, not even editing out certain conversations, because certain conversations should be left in private. Not everything is for social media. Not, I'm not gonna say we, I'm gonna bring it back to me. I lived for social media, and the biggest one that I and some people, they'll have social media and they'll or for I'm gonna say Snapchat. That was my biggest one, and then I had a Facebook, and then I had um, Snapchat, Facebook. I had an Instagram, but I didn't use it like that. So and then Facebook, I didn't get that until like my last, like, before I went to college. That's when I got a Facebook. And but my biggest thing that I had for a very long time, since like middle school, was a Snapchat. And that was my favorite. And then if I had to think about it, which one is my favorite, it would be Snapchat. It's still my favorite over all of them. But YouTube is my favorite now. It would be YouTube, then Snapchat. But now I don't even think I'm going to get a Snapchat. I don't know. Maybe the Izzy in the future might consider a Snapchat for branding purposes. But as far as my life goes, you guys are going to see a glimpse in what I tell you and what I feel like you need to know on YouTube. But when it comes to and my Instagram and my Twitter is going to be, I want it to be motivational. I want to be making quotes. In my Instagram, I want to just show you guys what I'm doing. So if I have artwork I'm doing, I want to show you my artwork. If I have books that I publish, I want to show you my books that I publish. I want it to be all around, because your social media is your brand. What you post is your brand. And I had posted too much of my life. I feel like I posted too much. Like, and I didn't think about it sometimes. I remember when I got accepted to Clark Atlanta. So I had a Facebook when I had a Facebook. I don't have one right now. But when I had a Facebook, I posted about it on Facebook. I posted on my story. And I forgot to exit out my home address. And my brother, he texted me and said, "Hey, our house address is right there." And I was like, "Oh, shoot." And I was just like, that's what I'm talking about. And I didn't do that on purpose. That's just me not thinking, me not looking at, just me being excited over the fact that, hey, I got accepted there, versus me, taking the time out to exit out the address. I wasn't thinking. And that's sometimes when you're on social media, you don't think and you post something and then you post it and then somebody has to tell you, hey, you left that out, and then you forget and you're like, oh, I'm sorry. And then people assume, oh, she did that on purpose. And I'd be like, really? She did that on purpose for real? So I I don't want to live my life through social media. I want to live real life, and I don't. So this is for me, and I'm sharing my life with you. This is like an overcoming story. Izzy's diary is an overcoming story. It's how I adapt, how I change, how I grow. And the one thing I don't want to do is share everything with social media. Even if I get in relationships, friendships, I might discuss if something is on my mind. I might discuss it with you guys, so you guys can understand my thinking process, my thought process, and how I overcame that situation. But I don't want my life to be social media. And but a part of building your brand and building yourself up, your name, you have to have some type of social media. But yeah. I just want to get on social media, post what I need to post, and get off. That's what I do with Instagram now. I don't even be on Instagram. Only time I'm on Instagram now, but the past me, I'd be looking at people's pages, wondering what they got going on in their life, all that. No. Now, if I have friends, and they're like, hey, Izzy, can you go like a post? I'll go on there and I'll real quick. But even going on there for a split second, as soon as you open up Instagram, you see somebody. Like I literally, because I was adding my friend, to Instagram on Saturday, and I saw somebody, but I liked the post, but I saw somebody and I was just like, bro. I'm not gonna say it, but I followed them on Instagram. So it wasn't no big deal. But I think to myself, if I didn't open up the Instagram, I would have never seen that, and it wouldn't be on my mind. I wouldn't have thought about it. So thought about them. But not saying that they're a bad person. They're not a bad person. I'm just saying that's how social media is. It's like you scroll and you're adding to the things that you're forgetting about your own personal life, and you're going into somebody else's life. And that's what we always talk about. Conversation is always about people, and what they got going on. I don't want my conversations to be about people and what they got going on. But then if you talk about yourself, then you're self-absorbed. Exactly, right. When you talk about yourself all the time, then you're self-absorbed. So if you and your friend having a conversation, she's like, oh, look what I'm saying a random name, so this is nobody's, but I'm gonna say, look at what Steve's doing. Steve. And you always bring the conversation back to you, like, well, whatever. Forget about Steve. Girl, I got this new business. I got this opportunity. Like, but girl, did you hear about Steve? And I just be like, what? What the heck? Girl, you're so self-absorbed. Let's talk about Steve. And I just be like, bro. and it ain't about talking about they got, like, it's gossip. It's gossiping about them. We're to gossip about other people when we got enough going on in our own lives. But we're criticizing the next person. Like, look at you when you criticize somebody else, because your life has enough going on in itself. Even if you have the most boring life, you might one day to the point your life is so boring that you eat. And one day you wake up, you gain 50 pounds like me. Like me. Right. So there's a problem there. There's a problem. Even if your life is boring, that is a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem there. It's a problem there. It's a problem there. Oh, I'm so crazy. It's a problem there. It's a problem there. I gotta admit something too. This person know who they are. Because it's coming to my mind, and I'm saying it, I'm voicing it out. So, because like I said, after the semester ends, after the edge of greatness is over, I will not be talking about this stuff anymore. My cousin and me were on the phone. This is not what I'm mentioning. I'm mentioning this, but this is not what I want to talk about. But me and my cousin were on the phone, and I brought up something from the past that really hurt me. Um, should I tell the story? I'll tell the story. So I'm gonna just get off my chest, and then I could be wrong, you know. So my junior year, it was my junior year, and junior year was 3 years ago. Well, let me think. Last year, the year before last, it was 2.5. It was about 2 years ago. But if you count this semester, after this semester, it'll be about 3 years. 3 years since it happened, about 2.5 to 3 years. I could be off a little bit, but I know it happened my junior year. So but I gotta pull it back to my sophomore year. So I had a class with a girl, and I'm not telling you, you guys will, it'll catch up. And we had class together, and one day I asked her, "Hey, if can I come to your games?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Can I make a poster?" She said, "Sure." And I don't know if she didn't believe that I'd make a poster. I don't know, but I was just me trying to gain friends. You know, they said to get a friend, you have to be a friend to people. So this is me just trying to be friends. And she's cool. She still is cool, but I don't. I wish I could have expressed it to. But see, when I talk to somebody else, they say, "Izzy, you know, you got to let go," and they're probably not even thinking about it. And I don't want to bring up old, old, old wounds or that I'm hurting about. But let me get back to it. So she said, "Sure." So skip to the next semester. I'm at her game, and I showed the poster, and you know, I'm thinking everything good. And I asked her the questions. We went out to eat. I asked her those questions like, "Hey, was it too much?" You know, because my goal for me as a friend during that time period, now, you know, it's kind of this. I'm still the same goals, but my job to me as a friend is to support you in the best way that I feel. Have I met all those expectations when it came to people? No, I've had my moments where it was all about Izzy and not about them. So hearing that, that's what especially my best friend said in high school. She said she felt like she was my therapist, and that really hurt me because I, you know, my mom even said that I put that girl on a pedestal, and she said that, and I would have done anything for her. And you know, I'm getting off topic, but I would have done anything for her. But my freshman year, with that relation, when I mean by relationship, I mean friendship. I had got shot, and then she never came and visited me when I got shot. She never came and visited me, and I was really down and depressed. And then I got back up, and I started going to school, and things started to get better. And then I would reach out to her. She really wouldn't respond like that, and sometimes she would respond. And then things just started to change in our friendship, and maybe it was me, you know. And so one day during my winter break, I wrote a long paragraph to her, and I blocked her. And I don't even know if she knew that she was blocked, but I blocked her because I was so hurt. And that's how I handled issues. And it's not just with her. In the past, with a lot of people, when I was hurt about, if I was hurt about something, or if I felt like somebody didn't care about me, or if any type of negative emotion that I felt, to get rid of to alleviate the emotion, I would block you and move on. That's how that's not the way. That is not the way. You got to communicate with people. So, so basically from that situation, I just want to be a friend. And I hope that I am this friend in the future to people. I want to be the friend that supports. I want to tell you right from wrong, but I don't want you to I don't want to be afraid for you to follow your dreams and reach your goals. I want to support you, tell you that, you know, give you the pros and cons of it. But I ultimately want you to follow your goals and follow your heart and what you want to do in your life, because you only got one. But back to this story. So I went to her game the first time, and she was cool, you know, and it seemed like shit. So I brought the poster, and when she asked me how long it take me to make, that poster didn't take me that long. It was quick. It took me probably 10, 15 minutes. It was easy because I had a vision. And then we skipped to the next game. I arrived a little bit late because I was, I forgot what I was doing. I was just late. I forgot. And I had the poster, and she didn't really play that much. And, you know, it disappointed me because I really did. I wanted to see her play. And so then after the game was over, she was like, "Izzy, she was like, Izzy, you're distracting me." And then I said, "What?" And she was like, I'm just playing. And I was just like, and I, in my head, I still remember that. See, this is sometimes why I want to be alone. Because it'd be like, sometimes, even if she was playing or not, I still think about that. Because my number one goal was to support her. And and then I question when people do stuff like that, and maybe because we didn't know each other that well. I'm an overthinker, and like my mom says, when I overthink, I think I can go down a rabbit hole of negativity because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think about all the pros and cons of a situation. I'm trying to figure it out, instead of just giving it to God. So I told my cousin this, and she said, "Well, it could have went two ways." And she said it could have been she meant it or she just was playing. And I just I know it could have been two ways, and I wish I would have known because I came there. My goal was to support and if she didn't want the poster there, it wouldn't have hurt me because it wasn't about me. That's what I want to get. It wasn't about me. It was about the person that I was supporting. And I think about that all the time, and she may not even know about that, but I bring that up because I'm getting it off my chest. Because will I discuss this anymore after? If they bring it up, I'm gonna be like, no. Because it's not like I ain't tried, to hang out. And every time I tried to hang out, she was always busy and stuff. And she never reached out to me to hang out. Never. I'm talking about during that season. Now, during my psychotic break, I think there were times she did reach out to me, but my mind was gone. But and but she's not I just wish I just always wanted to know, did she like that poster? Or did I really distract her? Because I apologize because I was just trying to support, and I wanted a friend that I can support. I like being able to support, being able to be there and support, and so you can be on your game because not a lot of people have that support, of a friend that's genuine and not, and I didn't know. So. And if I did anything harm to anybody, I do apologize. But will I be discussing this after this? I'm not. So if people go out public about I'm not discussing it. Like I say, I'm going to be Beyonce too. That's what I do. I'm going to do that. So if you guys have problems with me, if y'all ever see these videos, yeah. Oh, and I brought up it because I told my cousin about it, and I told her how long it happened ago, and she was like, Izzy, you got to let that go. That's what she was saying. You got to let that go. And she was like, you got to let go and let God. And she's right. So that's why this is my way of letting go of things. So, yes, it's my way of letting go. And this is, this is Izzy's diary, and one day these people might see it, and they may not, but the goal isn't for and do not go in anything that I talk. Don't go and bash people or do anything. Like, don't do that because people got lives. I'm just expressing to you how I felt and not knowing, and to the point, because those are the things I overthink. And because especially after, because I just want to be a good friend. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but like I said, I'm not discussing, you guys, I'm irrelevant now, but when I go up, people are gonna, watch my old stuff, and they're gonna be like, they're gonna probably do research. They did it on, what's his name? I'm not gonna mention his name, but I'm not gonna mention his name. Y'all gonna do research on my past, and I'm gonna already put the past in the past, meaning I already talked about that. I'm like, y'all gonna talk about, well, Izzy said this. I'm like, yeah, and how long ago was that? Well, that was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago. I'm like, yes, the past for a reason. I'm not who I was yesterday. In this video, that's why I don't want to put all my business on social media. But at the same time, I have to have a way where I'm open a little bit. You know what I mean? And I'm sharing these things with you guys. So maybe you relate to me and have a problem with overthinking things and to the nth degree, or maybe, or maybe, you know, or with anxiety, or just things that in your own personal insecurities that, you know, when you get into situations like that, you already feel bad about yourself. And when people say certain things, it make you feel even more worse. Like that makes you feel more worse than what you already feel. And those are the things that I struggled with back then, and those are the things that I struggle with now. But and this video is 20 minutes long. So basically this video is really about that's the thing I gotta talk about too. I'm letting it all out. The night I went with the dude with the club, it's not about him. There was a guy, and I apologize to you. His name, I'm not gonna say his name because he might not want to be mentioned. So I'm not saying nobody's name, but he knows who he is. So we were in the club, and he said, "Hi, Izzy," and I was in the zone. I should have, but I was in the zone, and I kind of didn't say it back, and then the dude that was with me that night said, "Is that your friend?" And I said, "What?" And he said, "Never mind." I looked at him like, and so I should have spoke to the dude who said hi to me, because I knew him since, like, we knew each other since freshman year. And after I had my, my psychotic break, I remember seeing him on the bus, and I said hi, and, he kind of did what I did, and I don't blame him, you know what I mean? But I'm just apologizing to that person, because I should acknowledge you. It's just, I don't even know. I can't even say what it was. Oh, well, I could say a lot of different things, but I was in my own little world. I was in the zone, I feel like I was on cloud nine. I ain't gonna care. But even when you on cloud nine, you should acknowledge the people who were always nice to you, even in the beginning. So I do apologize about that too. There's probably other people I need to apologize to. Well, nah, no, I ain't. Nope. No, that for sure not. No, I'm apologizing about that. But yeah, he knows who he is. If he ever sees this video one day, I do apologize. If I saw you in person, I'd apologize. But then you might not even be thinking about. That's another thing. That's what I'm saying. All these things that I'm thinking about, people probably have already moved on with their life. And so that's what I'm kind of trying to say is this, like, by the time you guys click on this video, day 50, you guys are going to be like, well, I'm going to be on day 1,000. I'm going to be on day 500. It's going to be close to 2 years. I'm going to be on day 375 days in a year. I'm going to be on day 700. I'm not going to be looking back at day 50. When I record these videos, I record what's going on in my mind in the moment. But after I record it and I send it through, I don't remember unless I look back at it and see what I said, but I don't remember. But this series, The Edge of Greatness, and my next series is going to be Echoes of Tomorrow. That's what it's going to call. And I like it. And there's really no meaning behind it. It's just I like the title. So, but I'm not talking about this stuff anymore. This chapter is going to be closed. Kind of like after you leave high school and you go to college, it's a new chapter in my life. It's the next steps. So I'm not discussing any of this. I said what I had to say. I tried, and then that's another thing. With the dude, the club, I'm not talking about the dude I was with. I'm talking about the dude who said hi to me. I did try to amend. That's crazy. Everybody that I did, not everybody, because everybody I don't feel deserve an apology because I didn't do anything to them. To me, now they might feel some type of way. I can't control that. But the people that I feel like I did wrong, who were nice to me, who were kind to me, who showed me nothing but compassion, or who was just cool with me, I'm not about to, ignore them. But I tried it with and not everybody that was not, some people were not nice, kind, and compassionate. It just, I was in the wrong and I needed to apologize so that I can for forgiveness. But sometimes you can't get forgiveness from people. You got to forgive yourself. And on my vision board, one of my cards says is to forgive myself for my past. So that's kind of what this series is about. This is like a closing, like this is like a book. This is a long chapter book that I record to you every single day. When I get back home, I will have my camera on my tripod and I will be standing up. And I will be talking to you guys about my day and the things that I'm going through. I'll show you my progress. I'll show you. And if I can record at the school gym, I will record videos of my workouts, show you my workouts that I do. I might just use my phone and just, tilt the camera up to show my workouts that I do. But after this chapter is closed, I'm moving on with my life. And the people who are here, the people who have my number, the people who reach out to me, and I'm sorry, my hand started to hurt. I'm going to remember those people. And I'm just going to move on with my life. And this is how I'm recovering and I'm healing. Because in one of my poems I wrote, it's called, oh shoot. Well, it's not called pain. It's something about, let me see if I can. I'm using one hand to open my laptop up. Let me see. See, I got all the worldly songs. Let me see. Y'all know that song. If y'all don't know the song, then I don't know what to tell you. Let me see. Let me go to the poem. What is it titled? It is titled, well, I wrote a new poem yesterday called Price. What did it cost? But the other one is called, no, it's not Cold. Is it called Cold Shoulder? No, it's not Cold Shoulder. Let Go. It's called Let Go. Let Go. So that is basically about this. I'm going to probably name this video today, Let Go. Yeah, this is probably going to be titled Let Go. So, well, yeah, let go. Because you got to let go. And yeah, you got to let go. You got to let go. But, hey, anybody that I mentioned, but see, I don't mention their name. So if y'all found them, whatever. But do not bash nobody. You can bash me, I don't care, but don't bash them. You can bash me. You can say I'm ugly, fat, stinky. I don't care. Because y'all don't know me. Y'all know this, but y'all don't know me. So, but don't bash them. Because they have a life of their own and don't do that. But I'm the one that's opening up to you about things. So you guys can understand. And you might have experienced this stuff in real life. So if you have experienced this in real life, then you know that you're not alone. So yeah, that poem is called Let Go, and I talk about the injury and how don't play hide and go seek with it. Don't play hide and go seek. Hide and go seek. I bring up that as saying don't play games. Like treat it. When you get a cut, your body, well, unless you got like diabetes or like a disease that prevents your body to heal quickly or heal, like it makes your healing like insufficient. It's not as it takes your body longer to heal. But even in that, your body still begins the healing process as soon as you cut yourself. And I can bring up me being shot in the leg. After everything was fixed, after they put the rod in my leg and did what they needed to do, you know, it's about treating that injury. And don't let it, when you go left untreated, you know, it could have led to an amputation. That's kind of how I got that bar and let go. Like, left untreated, it can lead into amputation. And then they have to put a prosthetic leg on you. So that's kind of how, when you get hurt by something in life, you can't ignore it. If whether they meant to hurt you or they didn't mean to hurt you, you cannot ignore it. You can't ignore it. You have to treat it. You have to talk about it. And whether that go to a therapist or talking to your friend about it, and then some, you know, you got to talk about it, you know. You got to talk about it and get it off your chest. So this is me talking about it. This is like a therapy session for myself. This is me getting off my chest. And I'm about to end this video, but that's why it's Izzy's Diary for a reason. I don't know how this diary will be in the future. I don't know how closed off I'll make my life be. I don't know. But my number one job is to protect my mind, protect my peace, because my mind, you know, I do. The doctor said I have schizophrenia, number one. Number two, I have to protect my mind at all costs, get enough sleep, making sure things don't stress me out so my mind won't break or get to that point. I have to think about that. I got to take care of my mental health. And even if I didn't have those problems, your mental health is still as important. Your physical, mental, because you need your mind to conduct a task, to perform a task, to do a task. You need your mind, you know. God gave us a brain for a reason, you know, and we have to take care of our brain because that's what helps us function day to day. But I'm about to end this video. Happy today 50. Bye.